What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be talking about 4 ways to make 20,000 steps a day easy. Yes, easy. Turns out 20,000 steps is a lot more manageable than you might think, as long as you go about it the right way. And just for a little background, I've been walking 20,000 steps a day for the past 6 months. So first off, I just want to be real with you. Walking is boring. You will go insane if you just walk in place staring at the wall. I know some people like to do that. I don't know how they do it. I consider that some form of torture. So the solution to that is you need to take your mind off walking itself. The beauty in that is that that's going to let you rack up tons of steps without feeling like you're doing so. Now, a prerequisite for all of this is getting a walking pad and a standing desk. You can get all those steps outside, but good luck with that. Ideal, you want to mix in a walking pad plus outside walking. You can also do some of this on a gym treadmill, but to make it as easy as possible and to help you stay consistent as possible, you're going to want some type of walking pad and some type of standing desk for your home setup. So tip number 1, you're going to want to save your shows. Basically, save a show or YouTube video you want to watch for your dedicated walking session. So you've got something that pops up in your feed from, the person you like, you really want to watch it now, don't do it. Instead, save it to a walking playlist so you can watch it later while you're walking. And if you plan to be walking outside later, make sure you have a podcast ready for that, or download that video if possible so you can save it for your walk. That's going to be the big thing here. Save the stuff you're looking forward to for your walk. The reason this is so powerful is because it makes you look forward to walking. Instead of it being some boring thing that you can't stand doing and you're not going to stick to, now you're actually going to want to do it. It's going to make walking feel easy and automatic. You're not even going to notice you're walking. That is huge. That is what's going to allow you to knock out 5 to 10,000 steps, maybe even more per session. Tip number 2, save your games. So if you are a gamer, you like to play a lot, save a game you want to play for your dedicated walking session. Now, a caveat here, you want to make it a low intensity game only. No high execution or high concentration games. Some examples of that are like fighting games, competitive shooters on mouse and keyboard. You don't want to do that. Those type of intense games and walking just don't mix together well. You're going to be leaning on your desk. You might lose your balance. Don't do it. The best games that you're going to want to do for this are card games. I love playing Slay the Spire on walking. Strategy games are another good one, like Civilization, City Skylines, anything where you're mostly thinking, but you're not doing anything too technical or too demanding with your mouse, keyboard, anything like that. Story-based games are another great option here. Something like Dispatch, Life is Strange, visual novels, anything where you're mostly looking at the screen. Maybe you're making some decisions here or there, but you're not doing anything too crazy. That's going to be ideal for this. And in general, you're just going to want to stick to chill games with light mouse usage. Nothing that demands too much from you. Okay, tip number 3 is going to be to batch your low intensity tasks into your walking session. You're using your walking session to knock out those easy/mundane tasks. Some examples of this are data entry, answering emails, coding. Now, I'm not much of a coder, so I'm not sure how intense that is, but if that's something you can reasonably do while walking, that's great for saving for a walking session. And in general, any type of administrative BS that doesn't require too much effort, but it is kind of time consuming. Now, bonus tip here is creative work. Anything that requires a lot of thinking, strategizing is going to be great for your walks. Outside walks work pretty well for this. And the 4th tip here is going to be brain rot. Now, I'm guilty of this, maybe you are too, but I figure if you're gonna do it, then save it for your walking so at least you can get something out of it. So brain rot, by what I mean by that is TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, just doom scrolling in general. If instead of lying on your couch, just scroll on your phone, get up, start walking. This is an easy way to make maybe 30 minutes or more pass by, depending on how bad your brain rot is. You can at least turn a negative into a positive, or at least cancel it out. Maybe it's neutral, a positive and a negative. You get what I mean. So some examples of these things that I mentioned here. So for example, let's say you have a work session that you dedicate just to walking, knocking out those easy/mundane tasks. You might be able to add 3,000 to 5,000 steps there. Maybe you have a game session that's 5,000 steps. You have a show or video session that's 5,000 steps. You have brain rot session, 2,500 steps. And then maybe after you finish all of that, you mix in some outside regular walking. Now you've got 2,500 steps added there. The total, if you did all of that, would be 18,000 to 20,000 steps. Now, I'm not saying that's exactly how you're going to do it. That's exactly how your day's going to go. Maybe you have a longer work session. Maybe you don't game at all. Maybe you binge a show, you marathon your show. Maybe you have a very long brain rot session. Maybe you can't get any outside walking done, or maybe you have a really long outside walk. You can tweak these numbers, but this is just an example to show you how batching your walking into all the stuff that you're already doing or the stuff that you're looking forward to doing is going to add up. So your action steps, you're going to want to think of all the relevant things you can batch into a walking session. So for entertainment, that's going to be your content, your games, your brain rot. For your productivity, it's going to be tasks. Think of all the things that you can add walking into that you would normally be sitting on your butt doing. That's going to be the big thing here. If you normally sit down on a chair while you do it, but you can do it while walking, then make sure you do it while walking. And the second action step, plan out your day's walking sessions. Say you have some YouTube videos you're looking forward to, you save 3 to 4 of them to the playlist, then maybe tonight you're going to get to them. That's going to be a great video walking session that you can do later in the night. Maybe you're planning on gaming after work. That's your gaming session right there. Maybe you have some tasks that you need to get to before lunch, after lunch, whatever. Plan that out, but plan these out throughout your day so that you have these chunks of time where you're going to be doing all the stuff that you need to do or the stuff that you want to do while you're walking. And that's all I've got for today. If any of this helped you, let me know and subscribe for more.